Now, here's the first thing you need to know. When you see the W or the whole, that's a movement. Your first finger and the first note is not counted as anything. That is your root note. So if I move up the guitar neck, I've got root note, which is always good to say root note, whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Whole being you jump over a fret, half the very next fret. Okay? Now, that's pretty self-explanatory as you move up one string. But what about when you go from top to bottom? Now, here's what happens when you go from top to bottom. I'm going to start with my first finger as if, I'm an absolute beginner. Now, remember, I don't count the first note. I count the first movement. Whole, whole. Now, I'm going to stop there for a second because this is the only thing you need to really understand about moving from top to bottom. There needs to be a gap. That was a note I left on, so I had root note, whole, whole. Between that note and the note my finger's on, I've got a gap of 2 frets. Root note, whole, whole. Root note, whole, whole. There's my gap. Now, half. Root note, whole, whole, half, whole. Now, a gap of 2 frets, whole, 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 half. Now, how do I know that I'm in the right spot? Because that's my octave. That's my 8th note, which has to be the same note. So root note, whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Now, root note, because I'm an octave up. Root note, whole, whole, half. Now, the only time you don't have a 2 fret gap in between your next note is when you go to that B string. Okay? When you go to that B string, it's a 1 fret gap in between. So if I move, when I move out of the B string, it goes straight back to being a 2 fret gap. Now I'll go over that again. If I'm on the octave up, root note, whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Root note, whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. How do I know that's the right note? Octave up. So you can actually check, a good little practice trick is put the workbook away and do you land on your octave up?